What's going on, everybody? It's the Bourbon Hunter. We're here in the middle of nowhere, Georgia, checking out Whiskey Business. Statesboro, Georgia. It's got a college in it. I think Georgia Southern or something. Let's go see what this big, beautiful store has to offer. All right, so we're here inside Whiskey Business, and they have a huge bourbon selection and then some goodies behind the counter. Let's see what they have. It looks like I came all the way to Statesboro, Georgia, just to find more 1792 Bottle and Bond. If you don't know, I love this product right here. And for 40 bucks, 4-year-old minimum whiskey, bottled and bond. I mean, come on, that's not a bad deal at all. South Georgia Collab Barrel #1 for 74 bucks. It's actually a really good price. Coming down here, finally we found the new veteran 2024 Evan Williams. Check that out. Barman. So remember these when I found this in Georgia last time, made by the Coors Beer Company? All right. Just saying, it's not that bad. I opened it and it's actually not bad, especially for $38. I'm just saying, that's a sleeper. Unfortunately, these are really, really good, but that price is out of this world. I hope that does not mean the rest of the prices in this shop are going to be the same, but we will see here. Hemingway Rye, 102 proof crafted whiskey. Very cool looking bottle. Let's see, who makes this? Distilled and aged in Kentucky and Indiana, so it's a blend. 102. There's your proof. 90% Indiana, 95% rye, 10% Kentucky, 95% rye. So that's an MGP blend of some sort. Special edition, they say. Some people say packaging does not mean a good whiskey. Freeland Spirits Bourbon. Now this is unique. This is a really unique looking bottle. Grandma Freeland, namesake of the Freeland Spirit. Soft caramel, vanilla spice, dance to whiskey from charred barrels. Who makes this? Distilled in Indiana, bottled Freeland Spirits, Portland, Oregon. Distilled from grain, aged 3 years. There is an age statement on it, so that's cool. Really unique packaging too. I wonder what their straight cast strength bourbon says. For 50 bucks. Indiana, bottled Freeland, same thing. No, and their 3-year age statement. Okay, so Freeland Spirits, Portland, Oregon. Anybody know about this brand right here? You could throw that thing really far. Ooh, heading into the cigar room. All right, so I had to step inside the cigar room, seriously, because this is where they keep all the goodies. Look at these. Check this out. The cigar room's got the goodies. $35 Buffalo Trace, $94.99 for E.H. Taylor Small Batch. Not the worst I've seen. Eagle Rare, $41.99. Not a bad price, one per customer. Blanton's about where you expect Blanton's to be. And this is kind of where we start losing track of what's worth what, right? Because we come up here, and you got Bombergers for $2.75. Straight bourbon Old Carters. Old Ezra's Stag at $200. Not too bad. That's the interesting label for that. Old Fitz 10-year for $300. What is MSRP on that? Does anybody know? And the Old Fitz 8-year for $250. What is the MSRP on those? I don't remember. A124 for 90 bucks. Coming down here, you got the Calumet's as well. Jack 10 and 12 bottles I've been looking for quite some time. A little bit out of my price range and probably a little above secondary, honestly. Boy, they're teasing us right here. Look, we got the 2023 and the 2024 Michter's 10 bourbon and rye, and then the barrel strength toasted finish. Such good bottles. This, and this. All of these actually are such excellent bottles, but the price point is not where I can afford it, sadly. And then Blood Oath Pack 9 right here. All right, so I did a little research, and as a matter of fact, Old Fitz 8-year is $109, and Old Fitz 10 is $140, and I can't justify that, unfortunately. I would really enjoy one of those just because it's the Decanter series, and honestly, it's pretty cool. I heard the juice inside's not worth like all that, but it'll come back around and I'll find one eventually. I am going to buy an Eagle Rare because $41 is actually not a bad price for Eagle Rare. So this Eagle Rare will be coming home with me. Holy moly. 179. That is insane. I bought it for 50 bucks in Charleston. 179. Got the Willet single barrel rye, 10 year. Jupiter. 1000. Parker's Heritage Rye. They just sold Pappy Van Winkle, well, the Van Winkle 10. Old Fitz 19, man. That's honestly not terrible price for what I'm used to seeing. Blanton's Gold, Indigo Hour, Rock Hill Farms for 300. Sazerac Rye, Thomas H. Handy, George T. Stagg. Man, I hadn't seen the three Wellers together in a long time. And then the new, this year's release of the Heaven Hill 18 collection. Weller single barrel. That's what a lot of people look for. 97 proof. Not sure why. You said somebody came in and bought all the Pappies for 11 grand? Yeah. Was it the 10, the 12?
The 17 and the 15.
17 and the 15? Mm-hmm. So not the 20 and the 23?
We didn't get those.
Okay.
We had those, and then so we sold him 2 of each of those, and then he got the 2 of these and 2 of these.
He got 2 George T. Staggs and 2 Handies? Whiskey business. She said she liked my t-shirts. Y'all need to go buy some Bourbon Hunter merch. BourbonHunter.shop. So Eagle Rare for $41 or something like that. Not a bad place to start. On to the next store of the day. See what Georgia has to offer. Second stop of the day, ladies and gentlemen. We're heading into Clark's. Let's go see what this shop has. Polar Package, the gentleman that owns that, actually recommended that I came to this store. Don't know why, but let's go see what Clark has to offer.
Yeah, but I just had a lot more of it. The other barrels I split with other stores.
Oak and Eden Spire Select. So you pretty much crossed off what you wanted on here, and or they brought you samples.
Yeah, he come in here with a suitcase full of samples.
Really?
They've let the guy go that was there.
Oh no.
Man, he was the best rep I've ever met. To come in with his stuff in order, he had everything. He was knowledgeable. He knew everything.
These are my kryptonite.
That's a good one. 39 bucks.
That's it? 39?
Yeah.
That's coming home with me.
That's the best barrel I've ever done.
This one?
Yeah.
Your makers?
Yeah. That's some of the best bourbon I believe I've ever had.
Mm.
You want to try it?
Yes. How long you managed this location?
I'm the owner.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a Clark's 1 and a Clark's 2.
Yeah, there's Clark's 1 in Newington. I've been there about 15 years, 16 years.
Okay.
This one here, I was the first one in Statesboro 2 years ago. This month is two years.
Awesome.
I think yesterday was ours.
Mm. American Pure. Let's see. God. That's good.
Good, ain't it?
That's real good.
I'm proud of that stuff.
How do you typically handle your allocated stuff?
I try to put it back for my good customers.
You got to take care of the locals. I completely understand that.
I put a good bottle out every now and then.
Pack 10, baby. How much are these going for? I don't even know. Finished in Cabernet and Merlot casks.
Like 139.
130. All right, so a little sample of Van Winkle 15, and I still picked that. He pulled a sneaky one on me, did a little blind, and I failed. Or maybe I passed. I don't know. But this is coming home with me because that's good. And this Van Winkle 15 was a little underwhelming considering I didn't know what it was.
They don't come in this area.
Oh, man.
The Bid and Tucker makes some good stuff.
And this is 2023, you say?
Yes.
Is there a way to tell on the labels? Or?
There is, I don't know. I think there is a way.
Yeah, I can't tell either. Thank you for sharing that.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Big old bourbon wall right here. It's pretty freaking cool. We got all the good stuff all over the shelf, including more Eagle Rare for days. What's up with this 5 trail here? Cask Finish Series, small batch, and barrel proof, bold and uncut. $76. Even won some awards. Let's see here. 5 trail. You know anything about this 5 trail?
It's pretty good. I picked it up at the expo, but it does not sell good.
It does not sell.
It is.
Who makes it? 3 straight bourbons and a Colorado single malt. So is it a
I don't know if it's MGP.
blended American whiskey? Okay, so I think them putting that single malt in there maybe. Blended and bottled by Coors Whiskey Company. So that's the same as the Barman. Distilled from grain and malt. Doesn't.
I don't remember.
Interesting. People have been talking about those laws right here too.
Yeah.
4 grain, 8 year, $80, bonded. Who makes this? They make it out there in Colorado. You got some Colorado whiskeys in here, don't you?
Yeah.
As well as their store picks. This is $40 right here. The Baby Jane, no way. Oh, I gotta get this. Have to make a decision. Do I get this or that? Faced with a confliction, man. I mean, I'm holding on to this, right? It's the new Baby Jane, and I'm a big Widow Jane fan. Y'all know that. But these are like my kryptonite, man. I can't get enough of them. Baby Jane, In Pursuit of Perfection, Widow Jane, Baby Jane, Death, Creamy Spice, blah, 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 blah. New York and Kentucky bourbon bottled at the Widow Jane Distillery. Pure limestone water. Blend of straight bourbon whiskeys, heirloom corn. Well, I mean, I gotta try this. What do you know about this?
That's brand new, just got it. I haven't tried it yet. Just got it Tuesday, I think. They wanted to get something with a little better price.
Yeah.
Than
Bee's Knees Short Barrel. Number 3. 111 proof. $109. I bought one for the same price. And it is exceptional. If you ever see some of these, you gotta buy them. I have one still, but that's really good.
it's a cool bottle. I'll put one back.
Anybody know anything about that? Charles Goodnight, small batch, $79.99. 1792 full proof for $49.99. Frey Ranch Uncut, really good bottle. You got Evan Williams Single Barrel for $39.99, which is an excellent bottle for the price. This is it, Charles Goodnight. That looks wicked. Texas straight bourbon, made by that distillery, I assume. 6-year-old.
Goodnight Distillery.
All right.
Charles Goodnight was a cowboy. He was an author.
Rizzy?
Yeah, he wrote a lot of Western novels.
Well, y'all let me know. I'm not the biggest fan of Texas whiskey, but if that's something I should have grabbed, y'all let me know. $79.99 for the E.H. Taylor small batch. All right, so I'm gonna get this Baby Jane and his Maker's Mark store pick. I'm gonna think about this. I always walk out with a box of stuff. I can't go anywhere nowadays without spending a bunch of money. 3 of those bottles, $174. That's a heck of a haul. What a nice guy. I mean, the owner is an incredible individual. He loves bourbon. His store pick was so good, I had to buy one. I'm just saying, Clark's, that's the place to come, man. Incredible picks, great bottles, great prices on almost everything. So overall, that's a good stop. All right, final stop for the day. We're heading towards a different part of town, but we just left Clark. They had E.H. Taylor small batch. They had Baby Jane and an exceptional Maker's Mark pick. Some of the best I've ever had. And we got an Eagle Rare from the other store. So let's see if we can not buy anything at the next store. But who knows with Georgia? It is a freaking insane, just you don't know what you're walking into kind of place. On to the final stop. All right, I lied. We had to stop at Blue Mile Spirits because this store is freaking beautiful. Honestly, it looks really nice. And I see a couple things that stand out like almost immediately. Remember how I was talking about these laws? So there's plenty more here, but not the bonded. I don't know if any of these are worth. So please let me know about the law. That is really interesting to me. The other thing that I saw that kind of jumped out at me was this PGA 2024 for $60. Is that just a sticker or is it a different small batch? Like a specialized small batch? Not familiar with that. Next we have the American Hell House Legend. American whiskey finished with oak staves. Bespoken. What in the world? Produced and bottled by Bespoken Spirit, San Francisco, California. Interesting. So this is a California whiskey finished in oak staves. Here we have Buffalo Trace, leader for $43, and then the regular for $37.99. Honestly, for a liter, not terrible. This is interesting. 14-year, 10-cup bourbon whiskey, cut with spring water, 84 proof. But look at this packaging. This is beautiful. I said I wasn't going to buy anything else, but I mean, if I buy anything, it's got to be this. Look at this. That is so freaking cool. Bear Fight, American Single Malt, Knob Creek 9, 120 proof, $60. And a pretty decent selection all the way down. Nothing new that we haven't seen today about this bottle. Let me ask the Discord about this bottle right here. See if I need to buy it. I'm gonna at least look at this. See if we can get this open with one hand. There we go. Oh wow, look at that packaging. Oh, this is sick. This looks so sick. Oh man, come on. That looks sick. All right, let me see what the Discord has to say. And they have Weller Special Reserve for $69.99, and then that's the Goodnight Texas whiskey we saw at the other store. Now, we're gonna go to the last stop of the day. I'm done. We got one more stop, and then we're done. We're outside of County Line Beverage. This is an older store, 1970s, 1980s, or something like that. The county of Statesboro used to not have liquor. So this was right here on the county line, and they were actually able to have liquor here. So let's go inside and see exactly what they have to offer. Well, unfortunately, the owner is not there and cannot get permission to film inside. However, I did take a picture of this Penelope that I saw, just because I know y'all love that brand, and it seemed like a decent deal for that particular release. And I also grabbed a Blanton's. They had tons of Blanton's, like a lot of Blanton's for $99 each. I have a friend that really needs the letter N, and I grabbed it for him just because I was here and he wanted it. So honestly, really nice store, great manager, as well as the other gentleman there. It was a pleasure talking to them. Aside from that, guys, that's all we have today in Statesboro. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to help support videos like this, check out the Patreon. The barrel pick is coming soon. It has been bottled and shipped, so that's exciting. Check out the Discord. And as always, Bourbon Hunter out.